Jeff does not look like I have one shoe or two.
Oh my gosh, what a sequence there, you know. And the sad thing is, there's nothing in the rule book about trying to get the game stopped, but it was getting to a point where I'm like, hey guys, it's safety. So I was just going to spill some water on the floor. And I told him, I go, hey, I'm just going to spill the water. You got a choice. You can stop it or I'll spill it. And then thank goodness she called a timeout after we converted a steal into a layup. I got no problem if it's, if it's going up and down the floor, you can't stop it. If someone's attacking the basket for a layup, you can't just say, okay, hey, we're going to stop the game when it's their advantage. But at the same time, like when it's our ball, and I'm telling them, hey, we got to give it that shoe, just stop it. That I don't understand. And that's one of those simple rules that it's player safety. That's not too hard to correct. Now, if we're going down for a layup, we score a layup, they're not even there to take the ball out of bounds, I think you can stop it. But no, I was just really, really impressed. She played so hard. She rebounded the ball. Really, really was really impressive. And, it was a gutty win. It's one that we looked really good at times and really bad at times. And that's one of the things I keep talking to them about. We get it to 15 in the third quarter, and then, can't say it, but just shit on ourselves. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's like, what are we doing? Like, we'll turn it over 3 straight times. We looked really good, and then all of a sudden we're just like, hey, let's try something else. And that's what we keep showing them on film and talking to them about. That, guys, you get it to 15, now you got to get it to 20. Now let's put them away. And we just haven't been able to do that yet. And that's one of the things that we're going to keep working on and keep showing them, because we need to be able to do it, because everybody in this league is good. Boston College goes down and wins at Miami. Virginia wins at Virginia Tech. In what's a rivalry game, I mean, Virginia Tech, that's a huge game. So you can't take for granted any game you play.
Yeah, Jeff, Jalea said at halftime, you guys went to practice gym and kind of worked on attacking Syracuse's zone. What difference did you see at the start of that third quarter in terms of a few open shots for Jada, get a little run?
Yeah, and the thing about it, we always go in the practice gym. That's kind of where we just go. So we're not in the locker room on top of each other. That's where we've always gone since I've been here. But just trying to talk to them about where the open spots are going to be. We over dribbled at times. If you're throwing the ball to the corner or the short corner, you have to throw it there to score, because they're going to double it. They go and double it every single time. And we just, I'd have it in the corner and I'd just throw it to you in the short corner and be like, hey, sorry about your luck. And we get trapped and turn it over and act surprised. I'm like, guys, if you're throwing it there, it's got to be for a shot. And I'd tell them, don't call for it unless you're going to shoot it. So we clean that up at halftime. And then we started overloading the zone some to try to give us the advantage on numbers. And Jada hit some big shots. My staff did a great job again of, seeing some things that would work for us, and we caught some plays. And then the kids made shots, because that's what has to happen too. The part that I'm really trying to help them, and I encourage them to watch basketball as much as they can. Watch games on TV. Now, I always tell them, don't watch the Lakers and watch LeBron, because you can't do what he can do, okay? Watch games and say, okay, we drew up, and I called that timeout with 1.5 seconds. We drew up a play. I was thinking they might switch to man. Well, they didn't. They stayed in zone. Well, now all of a sudden, we're just like, well, what do we do? I'm like, well, play basketball. So go find the open spot. And we just kind of stood there frozen, because it's like, well, they did something different. Well, that happens. I guessed wrong. So that's my fault. But then I need you guys to be able to say, well, it's like the playground. I got 1.5 seconds. I got to get open and get a shot up. And I tell them all the time, it's not to make it. Just hit the rim. Put it on the rim so we can go after it and rebound. So there are some small things like that we have to clean up and get better at.
Yeah, after you lost those 2 games to the really good teams, you were pretty blunt and honest about your team. How do you feel they've responded over the 7-game winning streak, and what What's been the thing you've liked the most?
Well, we're starting to play more consistent basketball, obviously much more than we were during those games, and we're actually attempting to guard. We're really. I'm not saying we're always doing a great job of it, but we're attempting. We're playing harder. I think Nick said we went about 6 or 7 minutes without scoring there in the fourth quarter, but we held them scoreless as well. I mean, we outscored them 13 to 11 in the fourth. So if you're not going to score, you got to do a great job making sure they don't score. That's one of the areas, and then we've been really talking to them about we got to take care of the basketball. The number of unforced turnovers we have is what's going to be our Achilles heel. That's what's going to kill us. It's going to do us in. But tonight we got it to 15. We had 10 in the first half and cut it to 5 in the second. If you can at least get shots up, you got a chance. And I'm not sure. We shot 46% from the field for the game. I'm like, guys, we're around 44 to 50. Cut out the freaking, get down to 8-9 turnovers, and now all of a sudden you're getting yourself 8 more points a game. And that's been one of the areas that we're improving in, but we still have to continue to get better.
You talked about the height advantage, which was very apparent, obviously, but to finish without rebounding them pretty significantly and then have more points in the paint. Was that just positioning, or do you kind of attribute to being able to win those areas?
Well, we did a really nice job of cutting. Our guards did a nice job. Our post really did a nice job of moving without the basketball. Now, we ended up, I always say, I'm a big believer in, I look at second chance points. Because, we got 16 offensive rebounds, but we played Andy over. I get it, throw it over to you, you throw it over to me, and then we missed the third one. Like, it doesn't matter if you're getting them if you're not scoring. That's one of the reasons I've switched, and I've always told them our goal is to get 15 to 18 second chance points. So I don't care if we get 5 offensive rebounds and we kick 5 of them out for threes and we make all 5. Well, that's 15. And somebody might go, we only got 5 offensive rebounds. It's points. All I care about is points. And that's the same way at the free throw line. We're 9 for 12. And I can't remember if we scored on it or not, but Julia missed a free throw and got her own rebound in the first half. And I can't remember if we scored. But I'm all about how many points did we get from the free throw line. So make the first, you miss the second. If you score, well, that you wouldn't have gotten that shot if you make it. So now I'm 3 for 2. And that's how we will go back after the game and put our free throw percentage. 'Cause so we're actually going after missed free throws now a lot harder than we used to. I got that from my Northern Kentucky degree. High-level math.
Tell me.
High-level math.
Julia was pretty happy to get the double-double, almost a triple-double. How much of a tone did she set with her all-around effort? You talked about her defense before. She's stuff in the stat sheet.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic, and I'm interested to see how they do it on the stat sheet, because the one offensive rebound she got and then got pushed out of bounds, and then they called it a turnover. I don't know if they give her an offensive rebound for that or not.
They did.
But they give her a turnover?
No, they just gave the rebound to Syracuse.
Interesting. See, I'd be pissed. I got the rebound, people. I had the rebound. Give me the rebound. Especially since we have a deal where she gets $4,000 for each offensive rebound. So I'm going to go back and see if they'll take away the one she got. And I'm sure that'll probably be out over the internet. Walz is paying him for performance. We'll get that on social media. No, but no, it is interesting how they keep that, because she got the rebound. So I think she should have had 11. Now she might not want the turnover, but flip the coin.
The balanced scoring, is that please you as a coach?
Yeah, that's one of the things, the areas that we have to continue to get. I thought Aleph came in and scored the ball well for us. She's continuing to work on her game. She's getting better. She, is realizing I think, again, I mean, the kid shoots 70% from inside the three-point line. You look at her stats, look at all of her numbers, and the thing about it is she shot 40%, close to 40% this summer from three. So I know she can do it. It's just not going in right now. And I'm proud of her because instead of just saying, I'm going to stand behind the three-point line, it's, okay, I can score in other ways. And she's really doing a much better job. Now, I'm going to continue to challenge her because she's got to rebound the ball better for us. And I think part of her problem is she kind of stands and tries to just jump straight up instead of pushing back and rebounding the ball in front of her. But overall, she made some big baskets for us and did some really nice things.
And that stretch too where Jada made 3 threes, like in a minute and 40 seconds. What was going on there?
Well, we did a really nice job of finding her, which was great. We overloaded the side twice, I think, and then she got one in transition, which was really good. And that's what she can do. I'm trying to continue to work with her on not passing up open shots, and then trying to get her to understand how to attack. Even towards the end there, she was almost getting settled to get trapped in front of our bench, and I'm like, attack the open gap. And then if we can drop it off for a layup, I think like Taj did there at the end for or Nyla, that's great. But if not, dribble through, make the pass, get wide. But you can't just hold it and let them come and double you. So just little things like that. But she is doing a much better job of playing an all-around game. I'm going to continue to work with her and challenge her to get a little tougher at the defensive end. If we get a switch and you're stuck on the post, you just can't stand behind her and then pretend you got fouled. Get in front of her. Just compete. Post players hate it when guards guard them because they like when someone lays on them. I'm like, no, just jump away and make it that she can't feel you, and then step in front and go for a steal. And then I thought, the other thing, she did a really nice job in our press, trapped at times, and Nyla did a great job of randomly going back and pressing and trapping, and we caused some turnovers that led to some baskets at some crucial times for us.
3 straight road games coming up. You like where your team's at, or what are you going to be looking for?
No, I'm pleased with where we're at right now, but we've got to get better. We've got to play better at Virginia Tech. It's sold out. They're retiring Elizabeth Kitley's jersey, which is well deserved. So it should be a great environment, but it's going to be ones that a lot of our young ones have never been a part of and never seen on the road when everybody's cheering against you. So we're looking forward to that, seeing how we respond to that, and then we'll get our bye week, so we will get a chance to get some people healed, and then at Virginia, at SMU. So it's 3 games and 3 on the road, and we have to figure out a way to steal a couple of them. I appreciate it, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Coach,